This is a second lane, just a little bit up the A61 from Newmiller towards Barnsley. It's beautiful, absolutely stunning. Until I'm out of breath. For me, I'm about 9 miles into the ride, and this is the highest point that I get to. Talk a little bit about training. Should you train to the same route or different routes? I think I started off training the same route predominantly because I felt confident on it, a certain amount of safety. I knew where I was going, I knew the potholes, you know what traffic was like, etc. But it does a lot of good to mix it up. And whereas predominantly I used to ride flat routes or thereabouts, I now ride hills. A lot of people hate them. I hate doing them, but in a perverse way, I actually like them as well. This is one I do quite a bit. This is Gallows Lane at Woolley, on the edge of Woolley actually. So you've got these two humps you can see in the distance. Take a left up another hill and take a left again down Common Lane, which brings you back to this point we're now at now, and that's the Gallows Triangle if you look at that up on Strava. But it's a nice little interval set actually. Sometimes come and do 3 or 4 sets, you know, 3 or 4 circuits of the triangle, because you get a couple of nice hills and a nice fast downhill bit to get your breath back. Let's talk hills. I like hills. I think when I first started cycling, and probably like a lot of people, hills kind of put me off because I always felt absolutely shattered at the top. I couldn't get up in one piece. But I think since doing or starting with Zwift, I've got a lot more confident, because obviously Zwift is a good winter trainer. So I've been training like Alp Zwift and the com climbs, etc., just to get some strength and endurance, and I do recommend it. But when you do go out, don't just ride the easy routes. It's okay to do that, to ride easy routes, but to get stronger, in my opinion at least, and I'm sure people will disagree, but hills definitely have a lot of strength and endurance. And even though I don't particularly, it's not a favourite of mine this particular stretch, I do feel a benefit, and I will probably go around and do it again, and maybe again. And I've done this a few times now, and I absolutely guarantee I won't be having this conversation the first time I did it. Took me to speak, but I'm having a conversation with you lot now, so it must be improving my fitness. I think training in general, it's really important to have rest periods. I used to do a lot of running. One of the sayings with that was, the rest days are just as important as the training days. Your muscles need to recover, and you need to recover. So if I do hills today, I might do either nothing tomorrow, or do an e-mountain bike ride tomorrow. So the bike's doing the work, so to speak. Not all of it. do like that little downhill section. But yeah, training, make sure you have days off as well, because they are honestly just as important as the actual riding days or running, whatever you do. I tend to use some protein shakes as well, and no, they're not magic formulas, but as long as they're part of a healthy diet, because I find I can't eat a lot if I train. I don't have an appetite, but obviously your muscles need fuel, so to aid that, I'll have normal meals but have a protein supplement that ensures I get the correct, or some of the correct nutrients, and I do choose the ones with low sugar. Right, second time up this one. I think this one's called Nearly at the Top, Nearly at the Top. So good they named it twice. Oh, a bit more difficult. Might leave the third attempt for another day. Beautiful weather to be out in. I'm not knocking it, but I think Bear Grylls would love this. I think I've eaten about 30 flies. So there's protein in them. One thing about the hump wheels is that I think they're a bit of a Marmite thing down to the hubs. But one thing's for sure, when you've got a pair on, you don't need a bell on your bike. People can hear that coming from a mile away. But I kind of like it. I think somebody once told me that loud hubs are meant to be expensive. I don't think that's true, but they are a very good set of wheels. Considering getting some gravel wheels as well for another bike. So this is Gallows Hill again. So this is the third set. I was only going to do two, so my legs were hurting, but I did a 5 mile loop on, which gave my legs a bit of a break, to be fair. So I'm going to do a third set up nearly at the top, nearly at the top. So good they named it twice. And then back down through Woolley and back home. Let's see what this third set's like on here. I think when you train, it's like running. When you know you're on your way home, it feels easy for some reason. Felt definitely better than the second set. I've just checked and I've only got like 30% battery, so not much more from me anyway on this one. Hope you've enjoyed it. Please like and subscribe and share it with your friends. No, I've blown that. Legs are knackered. Oh well. When the fun stops, stop.